Testing. What's going on, man? It's your boy Warren Butler Jr., aka KB 2 times, man, and welcome to the first installment of the Gray Area series. Each episode will be separated in different categories, so this one right here is titled Philly. Just telling my stories about growing up in Philly, everything I went through. This episode is based around when I got stabbed, voted previously before, and this will be first posted on Instagram, but the full entire video will be posted on YouTube. If you don't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel at KB 2 times. Get the full videos. Make sure you guys stick around for some exciting stories. First and foremost, before we even get this kicked off, I want to thank everyone that I encountered during my life. Whether it's family, friends, people I fell off with, or whoever. Might have been a stranger I've been talking to on the street. Much of these stories are based around me. I wouldn't have these stories to tell if I didn't meet you guys. So I want to say thank you. Without further ado, time has finally come. Welcome to episode 1 of Philly.
Bitch on the ride on my bed like a Mustang. See ya. I got a watch on my wrist is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight at a time. Oh shit. I sent my baby to bring it around.
Obvious from his title, born and raised in Northwest Philadelphia, sometime out west. I grew up in the Germantown area, but primarily most of these stories come from West Oak Lane, which is maybe 35 minutes from City Center, right down the street from Temple University, maybe less than 20 minutes from Germantown. Skipping over the entire part coming out, can't remember if this is the first year that I moved down to Florida, or this is when I moved down to Florida already. I came back to Philly. Either way, this is the summertime when I stayed with my grandma. And the story goes just like this. So it's early summer. I think a lot of schools didn't even have summer break yet. For me, every time I was in Philly, especially the summertime, I was always active. I did get up early in the morning. You know, my grandma had dialysis, so you know, she would go leave early in the morning, go do her stuff, you know, to run some errands, whatever. And then it would kind of just be me finding some things to do with people I knew on my block. So it was one morning, man, my grandma left. Me, I wanted to go play ball. And one of my closest homeboys, my boy Josh, man. It's my guy to the end of time. You know, I'm the oldest of 7. So for me, Josh was my big brother. We're 2 years apart. We went through every situation together, man. He held it down when I moved down to Florida, took care of my grandma, and you know, all thanks to my guy Josh. But Josh had this funny thing, man. Josh, which ended up being a blessing later in our life, used to annoy me as a kid, man. I had this thing where if Josh didn't feel like going somewhere, he was not moving. So I get up in the morning, go run to his house, you know, knock on his door, and I think his stepdad answers the door. You know, is Josh home? You know, I want to talk to him, try to go outside. He's like, yeah, I think he's still upstairs sleeping. Run upstairs, you know, knock on his door, open his door, and sure enough, he's in bed. Like, yo, bro, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's go up to the park, let's go play ball. And Josh is he's not moving. I'm gonna go sleep for a little bit more, you know, we can go later on in the day. Nah, bro, come on, man, it's early, man. There ain't no people there. Let's go shoot some hoops, and then we can be there early for the runs. Josh is like, nah, not going. So, you know, man, I sucked my teeth downstairs and went back out the house. Now, the biggest thing, my grandma always said, no matter what time of day, no matter where you go, always go with somebody. And I think at that time, it was real early in the morning, 8, 9 in the morning. You know, I would have to go across the city to my other friend's house or knock on a couple doors, see who would come outside. And for me, no one was awake, so I'm like, man, I'm going by myself. Up the block, we had a recreation center. You know, the community was trying to do something great for the kids, and I think at some point they installed like these tennis courts and then the basketball court. Summertime, Simons was always popping. You know, I take my ball, I got this little bright orange ball, and they got my name on it written real big, so no one would take it. You know, I pack my stuff, and I throw on my clothes, throw on my shoes, and I go up to Simons. And I think at this time there's no one really there, so I just go shoot by myself. You know, I'm chilling, dribbling, shooting, whatever. And I think after like the first hour or 2 hours, you know, kids started to come in. And then I remember it's this one group of kids that, you know, I wasn't really close with, but, you know, I always seen them. You know, every time I see them, I go run runs with them, or me and Josh run runs with them. You know, it was a mutual connection. You know, I was a little young boy that never really got into trouble. I hung out with the older kids, so, you know what I mean, no one really bothered me. It's a group of kids ranging from maybe 12, 13, up to like 15, 16. You know, I'm 12 at the time, 12, 13 at the time. You know, everyone's around the same age, and we get right to it. You know, say what's up to everybody, dap them up. Now, you know, we running full court. We do full court 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. If there's one extra guy, you know, he rotate in, 2 extra out there, rotate in, you know, something like that. You know, we playing for hours, just going back and forth. I remember it was like these younger kids I always used to see. And there's one kid, I forgot what his name is, but I think they call him Diesel. Now Diesel was a little young boy that played for the Wildcats. That's the Pop Warner football team. He was a cool dude, man. You know, me and him wasn't really buddy, but he's a sports guy. I was a sports guy, and you know, I hang out with his people, but none of these people are my people. He came with his group of friends, and they had, you know, football. I go over there, we throw around the football, whatever, we keep it chill, nothing too crazy. Florida, I think it was called throw them up, bust them up. I can't remember what it was called in Philly. You throw the ball up, dude catches it, tries to go score, doesn't get tackled, you know, something like that. And we playing, man, and I think me and Diesel, you know, we get into like a little friendly argument. You know, we going back and forth, talking about who better at football. Oh man, I route you up and da-da-da, whatever. And as much as we serious, we're not about to fight each other. It's cool. And I remember when I'm talking to Diesel, I remember there was this other kid, man. He's older, so he's maybe like 2 years older than me. He's like 14, 15 at the time. He always rode around with his cousin. I can't remember their name, so for this story, we're gonna name them Tez and Rakeem. Tez is one of those dudes that you just kept your distance. Always get into fights, always starting trouble. So it's one of those kids you separate yourself from. Now, the important person in this story is his cousin Rakeem. Rakeem was a weird dude, man. Like, we go do runs and he would never be playing. He always looked pissed. He was like super edgy, you know, dark skinned dude that just looked rough. Didn't know where he came from, but you could tell something was off. So me and Diesel is arguing, man. We going back and forth. Tez come out of nowhere. Tez like, man, young boy, I ain't gonna lie. You know, Diesel run you over. Man, I was so caught in the moment. I look at Tez, man, like, man, is this your boyfriend? I'm like, yo, take his dick out your mouth. And like I said, Tez always trying to get into something, so it was right off the rip. And Tez like, man, young boy, I'll beat you the fuck up. You know me, I'm caught in the moment. I'm hot. So I'm like, be who the fuck up. He like, man, you ain't trying to run with me. I say, let's go up to the court. We go back to the court, and I think I had like a light blue tie-dye wife beater on. Kept that on, threw the white t-shirt off. You know, go pull up my pants, drop my ball. You know what I'm saying? I go up, throw my hands up, so he come screaming. Try to throw a punch. You know, I kind of dip out the way. You know what I'm saying? Shoulder check, create some distance. Gave the ass a little three-piece. Dropped his ass. And the thing is about fight, man, especially when you're young, bro, you don't really feel that. Unless like you really get popped or knocked out, you don't really feel that, bro. But it be the crowd. But like, ooh, hyping the situation up. So Tez pissed. Let Tez get back up. Tez get up. We get right back into it. You know, what felt like 30 minutes, bro. We sitting there just going back at it. I ain't trying to give up. He ain't trying to give up. So we just, you know, throwing blows. I'm catching him. He catching me. And I realized the group that we was with kind of like circling around us. They gave us a space to do our thing. You know, everybody kind of just watching. You know, the older kids cheering me on, especially because Tez was a little older. Diesel might even left at this point, but you know, his group is just sitting there watching. And I'm tired. He's tired, bro. And we just, you know, we dead, but no one trying to give. I remember at one point, Tez tried to kind of like pick me up and drop me. You know, so I kind of put him like a little headlock with my right hand. Got me a little headlock. You know, I'm kind of just jabbing him at his ribs, you know, throwing some uppercuts, whatever. And he like, man, get on me. Like, let me go. I'm like, bro, I'm not letting you go because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna continue. At this point, I'm done, man. I'm trying to just be done with it. In the heat of the moment, I didn't realize that the whole group is kind of tightening in. I think they was getting ready to break up the fight, but for a glimpse of a second, you know, I kind of peek over my left side, and I see Rakeem. Rakeem got these dark eyes, man. He kind of just staring off in the distance. He's behind the group. He kind of just here, just looking. He look pissed, man. He ain't say a word. He ain't make a move. He ain't got his hand in his pocket. And, you know, I look back down. You know, I'm talking to Tez. And for a split second, I think they was about to break up the fight. But just at that moment, all I hear is, and it's like the world slowed down. From here, I kind of glance up, and I just see Rakeem. Rakeem is coming like this. And I'm thinking like, damn, my hands is down. Man, he about to hit me. I might go to sleep. They gonna probably rob me, take my shoes, whatever. I'm like, damn, I'm about to get dropped. But as my eyes kind of focus and I focus down, I see something real sharp. And he clutching it like this. He's coming like this. And as soon as I fix my eyes, I just feel immediately this sharp, burning pain. It's like that in 1 second. Thankfully, at this time, I feel it and I kind of shed it off. Like, that's what my first reaction was to. It's like a pocket knife, like a makeshift knife where he took like a box cutter blade and like stored it, taped it up something. And he had like a quarter, 3/4 of it in me. So for reference, this is the scar. I don't know if y'all can see right above my ab. But what happened was he got me first right in between my top ab and my middle ab, that middle section. He got me there. And when I kind of yanked back, and you know what I'm saying, the blade came out, but as he's still going forward, he kind of gashed me. And that's the scar you see right there. I feel it, and the first thing I do is I let Tez go. I spin, grab my basketball that was nearby, and I beam it at him. I think I might have hit his hand or something. Like, I knocked the knife out of his hand, and I take off. Over by the basketball course, it had these stairs that lead to the street, and they got the open field that you go to. I took off in the open field. They're like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? He cursing his cousin out. Everybody's like, yo. And I remember as I running, the group was like, yo, young boy, come back. Because, they was shocked. They was as shocked as I was. But for me, I'm taking off, going. I'm not looking both ways for cars. I'm going, just boom. I don't got nothing on me besides my tank top, my shorts, my shoes, my keys in my pocket. I'm going. No one was really outside, thankfully. And running. And as I'm running, I finally look down and I see like this patch of blood just all right here. And I'm just like, fuck. Take off, running. My heart's racing, my adrenaline's going, my nerves is going, and I'm just going. And I remember I seen this kid that I kind of hung out with every now and then. And, he's kind of trying to wave me over, tell me to come here. But for me, I don't want him to see this. I don't want nobody to see this. And, a part of me was like, damn, like, oh my God, I might die. Like, I might bleed out. Like, oh, I need to get some help. But my real fear was like, fuck, grandma can't find out. That's the only thing that's in my mind. Like, man, my grandma cannot find out about it. Go, run down the block. Don't see no neighbors. Don't see none of my friends. Cool. Boom, I bust down the gate. Open up the screen door. I go open up the door. Boom, kick it down. I didn't even close the gate behind me. And, I run straight to the kitchen. I'm over the kitchen. I took an old kitchen towel. I'm just trying to hold it in there, trying to stop the blood. In between, I'm like taking the hose from the sink. I'm rinsing myself down. Just repeating. I'm like, man, fuck, my heart's racing. I'm just, oh my God. Finally, when I kind of got some of the blood to go down, I realized I had the gash, I had the scar that you see, and I had a hole, like a thin blade-sized hole right in between my abs. And looking back at it, I think in that split moment where I was somewhat relaxed, is what made him miss like any major tissue, muscles, maybe even organs. And my fast reaction made him avoid all that. So he just got like the fat in my stomach. Finally got the blood to stop. Notice I got this hole in me, I got this gash. And my biggest thing, like, man, I can't go to the hospital. I can't call nobody because if my grandma find out, I'm fucked. She ain't gonna never let me go outside no more. She gonna send my ass back to Florida. Can't let nobody find out. So I go, I rip the tank top off me. I go take the kitchen towel, take both of them, open up the kitchen trash, and I put it at the bottom. Like, I'm trying to mix it and put it at the bottom. And like, my grandma cannot see this. Excuse me. I run to the kitchen. We had a big thing of paper towels. I go take it, like a whole arm length full, wrap into like this thick square rectangle, patch it here. I open up one of the drawers. I take like this desktop clear Scotch tape, the one thin pieces. Take a couple of those, boom, boom, boom. And then I think a few years back, I had like this weird injury on my left foot. And the doctors gave me like a bandage wrap. So I go, run upstairs to the bathroom, open up the cabinet, take that bandage wrap, wrap it around my body, go to my room, put on a new t-shirt. The blood stopped. There's like little splashes or whatever, but for me at that time, it was done. Looking back at it, it's very stupid of me because I could have had, internal bleeding, could have got an infection, whatever. But the Lord was on my side that day. Need any of that stuff. I go downstairs. Everything I cut on the TV. I close all the blinds, and I just sat on the couch. I think I turned on the radio, listened to the radio, and I did not move whatsoever. Actually, my grandma comes back. She comes in like, "Hey, baby, everything okay?" And I've got this like shocked look on my face. I'm trying to hold it in. I got like this shocked, scared look on my face. And I'm like, yeah, what I'm saying? I kind of shake it off. Yeah, grandma, I'm good. Like, how was your day? Whatever. She's like, you sure? comes on to me, giving me a hug, and I kind of give her like a little side hug, and she touches here. I'm like, ah. She's like, what happened? Played ball the other day, and I think I got elbowed or whatever. Oh, okay. And next question she asked was like, oh, you been outside? Yeah, I said, nope. Nope. I've been right here. Yeah, just not really feeling outside today. She's like, oh, super nice. You want to go outside? I'm like, nah, grandma. Like, I'll go outside another day, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to push that shit off. And girl, Josh came over. And Josh was like, yo, bro, like, you want to go hoop now? Like, I'm good now. You want to go hoop? And I'm kind of like trying to make a ball excuse. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm tired, man. I'm feeling a little sick. Like, we can stay outside, play some video games, or maybe we wait till, the boys come out later and we do that. And Josh was funny, bro. Josh ain't really question that. He just like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna go back to the crib, quick eat, and I'll come back. Since that day, I ain't really tell nobody. There's an instance where I had my shirt off and people saw my scar. I kind of just like, hey, like, I got poked when I was young. But I never really went into like full detail. I never told my family, hardly told any friends. And yeah, this is actually the first time I actually tell the full story and talk about it. Since that day, I did not see the cousins whatsoever. I think I might have saw Tez on one occasion. I think as I got older and came back to Philly, I heard stories that, he might have got locked up, went to juvie. Some people even told me he might have away. Bless his soul, wherever he at. I think after that, I ain't go to Simon's for like a full, maybe like week, 2 weeks. I remember since then, like, I went outside, I took like a little, like this thick branch, and I carved it to like a makeshift shiv. I carried it with me. Every time I went to go play ball, me and Josh go play ball, or me and my other homeboys go play ball, I had it with me the whole time. Yeah, man, crazy time. Crazy story. And that's about it, man. That's my story when I got stabbed. Hope you guys like that story time. I will be bringing more and more stories. Make sure you guys drop a comment maybe with some more stories you want to hear about my time out here in Europe. More Philly stories. I'll kind of just be spontaneous, random. Make sure you guys are following at Unscripted Pod Talk. Me and my boy Soli are working on our first podcast episodes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Full Stories. Make sure you follow my main page, Warren.32X, and also my second page, The Gray Area Series, where you get all the latest stories. Stay tuned for the very next episode. It's more wild than this. If you guys stuck around for this long, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the first episode of The Gray Area Series. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what you guys would like to hear. God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all later.